All right. So if you can see my screens, then you may just type in yes. If I can see a yes on the screen, all right, there we go. Okay. So this is the event platform, and I'm sure most of you would have gone through this platform, and you must be having an idea of this already. Now, the first thing that I wanted to discuss with you was the session. So you see this tab over here, the sessions tab. What you just need to do is just click onto this tab, and this will take you to the page where, or the section where you have the event, I mean the session enlisted. So what you just need to do is, I mean on that particular day, and in fact on each days, you will see the sessions enlisted over here like this in this manner. And what you just need to do is press this button over here, and you would see, and all the speakers are already added to this test run that we are doing. So what I'm going to do is I will just join this session, and you'll see the development. So this will basically take you to a Zoom window, and from here you can just go ahead and move ahead, as you would move forward for any Zoom meeting. So the backend team will actually accept and accept your presence, and then you can go ahead like any other Zoom meeting. So you could try doing that by just clicking onto this join session as speaker tab, and then you will see how this goes. So I'll just wait for a few seconds so that if somebody wants to try this out, you could do that. All right. So I think we're probably good to go. So moving further, I'll just end this session. If there is anything that anyone is not clear about, then you can just type into the chat box. All right. Now moving further, now let me take you to the education fair segment, which is the next part. And once I click onto this tab over here for education fair, this is this segment of education fair stop by a table. Here I would request you to I mean, you would see, like right now you must be seeing this simple ed help desk. If you join your table, if you click onto one of these chairs that you see on your on your desk, on your booth, you will be able to connect with anyone else who's sitting on that table. So that's how you basically that's how you will be seeing such tables of your university. And you can go ahead and just click on one of the chairs that you see vacant, and so once you click, this would mean that you are present on the table. And and another point over here is that until you are present on the table, that is unless and until you have occupied one of the chairs on the table, your desk will not be visible to anyone else. So for the time period that this is live, you need to go and occupy the table, and only then your table will be visible to the attendees, that is the students or the school counselors, and then they will be in a position to interact with you like we did. So even if there are more than one person sitting on the chairs, then you can connect with all of them simultaneously. All right, so now let's move to the all right, let me just move to the next portion. All right, so now let's move to the one-on-one meetings. So here you will see all the meetings that have been either accepted or approved by you, or the ones that are still to be accepted by you. So you will see all the, I mean, the list of the entire meetings that have been scheduled or are to be accepted by you. So what you just need to do is, of course, if there are any such meetings that you haven't accepted, you just need to go ahead and first accept those meetings, and after that, you just need to see you see this join meeting tab over here. You just need to press this, and this will take you to I mean, you can go ahead and actually conduct that meeting. So I'm just waiting. This will connect in a moment. And so here you see this, and if you click join meeting, you will be taken to your meeting. So this is for the scheduled one-on-one meetings. So you just need to first accept your meetings and then go ahead and join those meetings at the stipulated time. So, all right. So this was the third part. Then now I would like to tell you about, in fact, if there are any questions, all right. So yeah, so some questions are coming up and they are being addressed already. All right. So now coming to this event feed section. Now the purpose of this event feed section is for you to, I mean, it's like any other social media event feed area, and you just need to, I mean, the idea of this is for you to promote your institution, for you to invite students to schedule meetings with your institution. So because please remember that these are, there will be students from different parts of the world, different regions, and they obviously will be coming from different social backgrounds. So it is highly encouraged that you promote your institution in this region, so that whenever students are coming to this platform, they are seeing those updates from your university and they feel encouraged to set up meetings with you. So that's the idea there. All right. So I would also, I mean, going back to the education fair part, I did not see anyone logged into their Hubular account. So I would encourage you to log in, and then once you are logged in, then we'll be able to see your table in the education fair area. So I would encourage you to do that, like you tried your hand at the session, because I could see some people joining in the Zoom link. So I would encourage you to do the same here as well. So log into your uh, log into the portal, and you will be able to once you're logged in, you can just mention that in the chat box. And the moment you log in, we will see, I mean, you yourself will see your table in this segment, and then you can test this as well, what I was talking about. So I'll just give a couple of minutes with that. So meanwhile, we are doing this, and I would encourage people to update us in the chat box as well. All right. Yeah, and why I'm asking you to do that is that I'll try and stop by the table, and we'll test that as well. So that is something that could be tested this way. All right. So while we do this, the last thing that I wanted to talk about was the attendee area. Now, if you uh, click here, and if you see um, that you have these different segments, the student, university delegate, team simple ed, and the high school staff. So here you will see the students that are gradually joining in. So you can explore this area, and you yourself can also schedule meetings with students, you know so you will get an idea of the details of the students here, if they have filled in their details, and then you can also send them meeting requests. So that is also there. I mean, of course, we are encouraging students to schedule meetings with you, and that's going to happen. Um, I mean, quite a lot. But we would that option is also available. So I thought I should let you know of that as well. And then you have the option of scheduling meetings with the high school staff, also the high school counselors. So there will be more joining in over here as well, and similarly the students numbers would also increase as we move closer. So that's the idea behind this. And I'll just once again check if we have somebody who's logged in. So I don't see anyone else right now. So I think so. I have covered those 5 points that I wanted to share with you, and now I would encourage people to share with me if there is anything that you want to ask, or me to kind of cover in this session. You can just type in, and I will be happy to address that. And yes, I would also like to let you know that we are recording this session, so we will be sharing the recording with all those who haven't been able to join us, and of course with you all as well. And if there are any questions, please type in, or if there is anything that you want to maybe mention, then we could make you the presenter. You can also kind of let us know that ways. So, but of course I would encourage you to type into the chat box area. And how can we add? So Kathy wants to know as to how can we add another university speaker. I think we I mean, you just need to log in like you created your account, and uh, then let us know, and we will be the backend team will allot the common booth, the university booth, to that speaker. All right. I'll just check if so I have to be present on my table first to be able to be able to, so now I'm on my table. So if anyone wants to come and sit on my table, you are most welcome to do that. Now my table should be available. Yes. So Olga, we are connecting.
Okay, perfect. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can. I think you should be able to see me as
Okay,
well.
excellent. This is really nice.
All right. So yeah, this is how it will work. So the I mean whatever number of people are on this table, they'll be connect. They'll be able to connect. Hi fi.
And on this table, we will be connecting with students or with school counselors or with other university reps.
So here you will be connecting with so this is like a fair setting. So the students can stop by your table. So you have to be firstly, please remember everyone, you have to be present on your table for the attendee students to be able to see you and stop by your booth. So this is like any other, I mean, it's a virtual fair. So you have to be present on your table, and you can connect with whoever sits on your table virtually in this manner.
And will there be multiple tables or you can join one table at a time, correct?
So, so your university will have one table. So every university will have its own table. Every institution rather will have its own table, and you can connect in this manner.
And so when I'm on the table, will there be a ding or something if a student joins? Is there like some type of a
So
notification?
so like you saw, like as people sat on the chairs, occupied the chairs, they were able to connect with me, so it will happen exactly in this manner. So if you are on the table, then if somebody sits, you automatically connect with that person. If someone else joins in, that person also becomes part of the discussion. Like you
And it
see,
looks like the
yeah.
table has four chairs, right? Is that the maximum number of people that can join at a time?
Right, at a time, exactly. All right, so I think I'll end this meeting over here.
Okay.
All right. All right. So I hope this was helpful. And yes, I just have a very quick announcement. Every This is for everyone to take note of. Please remember that for the session, there will only be one person, one speaker per university. That would be per institution that that can be allowed. So for every institution, there has to be one speaker. So this is one thing that uh, I mean, I just wanted to kind of clarify and highlight. Yes, is Jim facing some kind of problem? If you want, Jim, we can test this. If you can come over to the table, I'm on the table. We can do a quick test run. All right. So if we have, do we have any more questions? I think that was what I wanted to cover from my end, and I will be happy to do some test runs if somebody wants to. Can you explain again about one-on-one meeting process? All right. So I will just go to the one-on-one meeting section. So you just need to click onto this one-on-one meetings tab over here, and the enlisted meetings, I mean the ones that you have received invites from, will be enlisted over here in this manner. The time will reflect over here on the left. And so these were some test meetings that I had done with my team. So they are seen over here as approved, but the ones that you haven't accepted will also reflect over here. And of course they would not show as approved. So you have to go ahead and accept those meetings. And then once that is done, um, then I mean you can just join any meeting, by clicking onto these tabs. So I'll just show that to you. You click onto this tab, and you will again enter into um, this box wherein you can connect with the speaker. So here again in a similar manner, but please note that in this case it will be only one person joining in and you interacting with only one person, because these are one-on-one meetings. So that's the difference, so to say. And these are meetings that are that have a 15-minute time span, so they would end in 15 minutes. So these would be pre-scheduled meetings. So you have to, I mean, of course, the ones that those meeting requests that you send out and the meeting requests that you receive will will be shown over here, and you just need to go and join that meeting by clicking onto this red button over here. So I hope this helps, Olga. So yeah, so you obviously do not have anything. I mean, since you haven't sent out any meeting requests, or neither you have received any meeting requests, so you will not see any meetings enlisted there yet. But once this happens, this will start reflecting. So how do you send meeting requests? I had mentioned that. I mean, if you go to the attendee area, and you will see in this student tab, if you click onto the student tab, then you will see the enlisted students. And if you just click on one of the students, you can just go ahead and the available meeting slots on that day will be reflected over here. The time slot will be reflected, and you can go ahead and send meeting requests from this uh, region. All right. All right, you're welcome, Olga. So well, that's about it from my end. If there are any more questions, please go ahead and type them in. And before we kind of end this, I would I was requesting, if there yeah, I see Lone Star College on this, so I will just test this again. So there we go. So I am now, as you can see, I am on the uh, the table of Lone Star. So I left, and now I'm joining again. So the moment I join, I this window opens, and I can connect with anyone who is on this table. That's the idea. So this is how, like you see over here, Lone Star College table. In this manner, you will be seeing, the tables of other institutions as well, provided you log in and you are, on your table. So, in order that your table is seen by the attendees, you need to log in and be present on one of the chairs of your tables. Otherwise, you will see your table like this, like you see the Simple Ed help desk. You will see it like this, but you will have to click on one of the tables to be present on your table. And once you do that, only then you will be able to, you will allow yourself to be seen to others. So that's the whole idea. So yeah, Vita, I'm extremely sorry. I will. We have recorded the entire session, so we'll be happy to email you that. And if you come across any questions, any problems, you can just let me know. You can email me. Yes, as I had mentioned that we will go ahead and email the recording to everyone. So irrespective of whether you have attended or you haven't. All right. So this is again another example of how we are connecting on the table. So if I end this, but as I was mentioning earlier, you have to be present on your table to be able to connect uh, with someone. So that's very important. All right. So I think we have covered most of the points. If there are any more questions from anyone, please type in. Otherwise, we'll be happy to end this. All right. So there are no more questions. All right. So I'll stop sharing. And all right. So thank you very much, all of you, for taking out time and joining us for this mock run. As we had mentioned, we will go ahead and share the recording with each one of you, and the ones who haven't been able to attend, of course, for them as well. And even then, if there are any questions that pop up, do let us know, and we will be happy to respond to your queries. So Vita asks that do we have to stay? Yes, for the time period, the allotted time period, you have to be present. The 2 hours time period is the one-on-one meetings, and 1.5 hour is the allotted time for your fair. So you have to be present for that 1.5 hour. All right. So thank you so much, everyone. Once again, it was wonderful interacting with you, although partially, but I hope this has helped. And as I